All right, gang, welcome to week 3. I move myself out of the way here so I can make this a slideshow real quick. And I was hoping to get some of you to let me know, so you can drop it in the comments below what some of your wins were. I'll say one for me. I went to an event yesterday that had some heavy hors d'oeuvres kind of thing. But it was super great once you start to realize you're like, hey, there's tons of vegetables and fruits that I can grab, with a little bit of cheese and some other stuff like that kind of thing to fill up a plate, start getting a bump on those 800 grams. So that was pretty good. And then obviously kind of leading into this week, they had water, tea, lemonade. So I just, kept drinking a bunch of water and everything. So anyway, it's just one of those things that once you start to kind of you start thinking a little bit about it, I found that I had a good opportunity to do that. So speaking of week 3, so I hope you've gotten the updated PDF that I sent out in the email. If not, let me know. But I made a mistake on the first one. The first one had your whole body weight, which would be a little bit rough, especially like for a 200 pounder like me. Again, just for reference, there's 128 ounces in a gallon of water. So I don't think that I need to drink a gallon and a half of water every day, honestly. But anyway, we're looking for you to aim for about half your body weight in water. I would say maybe up to a gallon, which is at 128 per day. And obviously, there's lots of reasons why we want to do that, and they're all listed right here in your PDF. But the biggest thing is it really supports digestion. Obviously, we're starting to focus more on what we're eating in those first couple of weeks, so we're going to try and give our body the opportunity to do that. But then also, it supports a lot of the things that we want to do for performance. Obviously, like keeping your muscles hydrated and ready to perform. Also, recovering between bouts, helping flush out a lot of the toxins and stuff like that that you might pick up throughout the day or just living life here in the United States kind of thing. But anyway, like that's what we're trying to do. And then you can look on the bottom there for some other tips potentially above and beyond that amount of water too. Something to think about, obviously electrolytes. If you're in the gym, we love our elements kind of thing, but whatever it might be, you might want to add some of that if you're a heavy sweater like myself. And then just tips on like you have a water bottle with you. It doesn't have to be a gallon jug, but if you have that or a half gallon jug or something like that, just know that you need to drink about 4 liters, roughly gives you a gallon kind of thing. But you can also, do the math like 100 ounces if I'm a 200-pound person or whatever it might be. But that's at least what we're trying to have you do throughout the day. So hopefully this is helpful. But if you got any questions, obviously let me know. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the gym here pretty soon.